Hey drummers, control that ring with this thing, the DrumClip. Hi, I'm Rich with Top 10 Reviews, and as a working drummer myself, I'm always looking for ways to improve my drum sound, and the DrumClip does that and much more. Firstly, the DrumClip addresses an interesting problem that confronts us drummers that others may not even know about: overring, or unwanted resonance. You would think resonance would be a good thing for an acoustic instrument, and you'd be correct, up to a point. Sometimes you don't want a drum to ring out and continue ringing, especially when recording. Sometimes you need the note to be a bit muffled, or at least have a shorter sustain. And some players just like a good thud with no sustain at all. There are plenty of ways to accomplish this, among them being gels, rings, mounts, and good old duct tape. But as with most things, all of these solutions have their pros and cons. But the DrumClip seems to address all of the shortcomings and has only pros? Well, let's see. Gels can do the job, but they get dirty and fall off easily, especially if you wish to keep them on when packing the drums up. Otherwise, you have to keep taking them off and clean them in between uses. Rings work well too, and you can pack your drum up with them on. Certainly they're easy to apply and remove, maybe too easy. I know I've knocked a couple of these off in the middle of songs on occasion, and they can crack over time. And if they're uneven, they can rattle when they're on the top of the drum. Externally mounted drum mufflers also work well, and they're adjustable, but generally they're just bulky enough that you have to take them off whenever you want to pack up your drum. Now, internally mounted drum mufflers get around a lot of those problems, but they press on the head from inside the drum and in an upward direction. That's the opposite direction in which the drum head is being tweaked and tuned. And not a lot of drummers like stuff mounted inside the acoustic chamber. Internal mufflers can just mean more holes drilled in your shell, and they can also rattle when they're loose. Now, duct tape works and addresses a lot of the weaknesses the other applications had. It just may not look very nice and professional, and if you take it off, most likely you're left with a sticky residue on the head which can collect gunk and dust and interfere with brushwork. But not so for any of that with the DrumClip. Aptly named, this resonance control device simply clips to the rim of your drum with no gels or sticky tape to wear out or collect dust. It presses on the head in the same direction in which the head is already being tensioned for tuning. They're smaller than rings and therefore less likely to get in the way of your sticking, but if you do end up hitting one accidentally, it's unlikely you'll break it. They're so small, in fact, you can just leave them on when packing up your drums. When applied, they look tidy and professional, and when easily removed, like that, they leave no residue. I would say the only con is because they're available in only inconspicuous black. Keeping track of them on a dark stage when not in use is up to you. To accommodate different drum dimensions, the DrumClip comes in 2 different sizes, and they're inexpensive enough that buying more than one for a large drum is not a crazy notion. Each DrumClip comes with a small adhesive back patch of both felt and rubber to even further customize the sound. Just peel off the backing, adhere your patch of choice to the flat portion, and you're ready to go. Clip them on the drum that's ringing too much for you, and bob your uncle. DrumClips are unobtrusive, easy to apply, they won't mar your drums, and they can be packed up with your drums while in use. They're made in America, and they're backed with a 100% lifetime guarantee should you ever actually break one, although I'm not sure how you would. I'm Rich Bonaducci for Top 10 Reviews, where we do the research so you don't have to.